After a historic government shutdown, federal employees are expected back to work today.
That's right, after 43 days. This after President Trump signed that spending bill passed by the House last night. Good day's Jessica Formoso. She joins us now with the latest, much anticipated relief needed for folks who have missed those resources.
And we're talking about millions of people who woke up this morning happy. Good morning, Dan and Tashani. It is finally over, and it was a close one. The House squeaked through the funding bill with a final vote of 222 to 209. 8 Democrats crossed party lines voting yes, while 2 Republicans voted no. President Trump signing the bill late last night, reopening the government after 43 days of it being closed. The shutdown caused financial stress for millions of Americans, including federal workers who went without paychecks for weeks. The main reason why the government shut down was over health care. Democrats want to extend Obamacare tax credits for about 22 million Americans, fearing once those credits expire, premiums will skyrocket. After hours of debate, primarily about extending the health care insurance subsidies, the House passed the bill without that measure.
We will continue to fight to lower the high cost of living. House Democrats will continue to fight to address the health care crisis that Republicans have created. And House Democrats will continue to fight to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits for tens of millions of Americans. This fight is not over.
This cost the country $1.5 trillion, this little excursion that they took us on. Republicans never wanted a shutdown and voted 15 times for a clean continuation of funding. Yet the extremists in the other party insisted on creating the longest government shutdown in American history, and they did it purely for political reasons.
So what's in the bill that ended the shutdown? The bill funds 3 annual spending bills and extends the rest of the government funding through January 30th. The federal workers who were fired will be reinstated and will be protected against further layoffs through January. It guarantees they get paid once the shutdown is over. The question now is, when will they see that money? In the past, it has taken about a week for unpaid workers to receive back pay. SNAP benefits have now been restored, allowing payments to resume. A spokesperson for the U.S. Department of Agriculture, which runs the department, says the funds could be available upon the government reopening within 24 hours for most states. We spoke with Diana Ramos, an activist with Urban Justice and a recipient of SNAP.
Having the SNAP benefits fully funded, especially, coming into the holiday season, and so many are up in arms, everything's so up in the air with finances and things. It's really good to hear the government is, obviously opening up, and that SNAP will be fully funded for December, because that's a awful lot of our heads. That's a release.
A big relief for 42 million Americans who rely on SNAP. Now, when it comes to health care tax credits, Democrats have introduced a discharge petition to try to force a vote in the coming weeks to extend subsidies for another 3 years. Some Republicans have suggested they'd be open for a 1-year extension. Republicans have promised a vote in mid-December. Now, remember, this spending bill funds the government through January 30th. Some fearing we could be back here again in just a few months. Dan, Tashani.